afternoon, guys. What is going on? It is a very, very cold day out. Low 20s, probably not very cold for some of you. Definitely cold for somebody who hates the cold. But anyway, today we have two simple goals. One, not being freezing to death. Number two, getting the shock tabs off of this axle, completely off, grinded smooth. Rear axle back in, front axle back in, this frame going back to a roller, which now that I think about it, we gotta do the coil springs, we gotta do a couple things. We'll see how far we can get before we say, screw it, it's too cold, because it's, you can see I'm layered up. Boy, this cold. Stay positive though, stay positive. Anyway, we do have our Wrenchworks beanie that we are gonna switch to. We're gonna throw on so my ears don't freeze. If you guys don't know already, been getting a couple comments here and there. Wrenchworks is a brand that I started to represent the channel, represent me, represent you guys, the work that we do out in the garage, whether it's, you know, dirt bikes, quads, trucks, cars, whatever it may be. Just a brand representing you wrench heads, gear heads out there, just, you know, getting it done. You know, working on your own stuff, learning, you know, screwing stuff up, making stuff awesome, all of that good stuff in between. That's what the brand's about. So anyway, without further ado, before we lose all of the light, get the light set up, let's get going. Alrighty guys, we got her done. We're a little frozen, but we got her done. We grabbed the last monster from the fridge, and I'm happy to say that we accomplished the goal that I honestly didn't even think that we were gonna get done today. So off the jack stands, back on a roller, back on the rusty, crusty suspension and axles, which, of course, I know there's been some comments that all that stuff is going to get done. Back when we get it back from the cage guy, it's going to pretty much get torn down again. The axles are going to get built. Everything's going to be sandblasted, painted, powder coated, and then reassembled again. I'm not doing it now because all of the work still has to be done to the axles. It doesn't make sense to kind of do it now. So we're back as a roller. That'll make it easier to get it over to the new shop or up to the cage man, Mr. Coker, Bob Coker, Chassis and Fab. But oh man, feels good. I'm rambling all over the place. Feels good though. All the bolts aren't extremely tight, but that's okay. We'll bang that out another day. Pretty straightforward though. Not really a whole lot to tell. Let's walk back here. As you can see, the shock tabs that used to be right here and right here, those are completely smooth now. We actually threw the leafs back on the axle, wheeled it underneath here. Got the shackle hangers bolted up here. Everything's tight. And the front, really just the upper and lower control arm to the frame. Right there. Got the springs back in it. And the track bar. Got the track bar back in. Actually went a lot smoother. Didn't have to really finagle anything too much except for one bolt on the upper control arm. It needed to be lower before I put the spring in, but got all that done. You can kind of see with all the weight off of it. Extremely bouncy. Oh man. It is nipply out here, guys, let me tell you. We are gonna get cleaned up and turn the heat on in the shop. Catch up with you then. Alrighty guys, just got back outside here, had some sausage and peppers for dinner. They were awesome. Got a shower, we are back out here, got the frame covered up and wrapped up. We're supposed to get some snow tonight, so I wanted to get that tarped and covered. That way no water gets down in there, it's protected and yada yada yada. I don't want it sitting, I really don't want it sitting outside, but I don't really have a choice. Soon enough, everything will be inside. We will not have to worry about that anymore, but that is coming very, very soon. A lot of stuff behind the back, a lot of stuff in the background going on that you guys can't see. A lot of parts coming in for the first gen, for this truck, for the drag truck. Got a lot of stuff ordered up. Got a couple more road trips planned here. You know, chassis is pretty much ready to go to Coker. Coker Chassis and Fab up in Wilkes-Barre, PA. He's going to be taking care of all of the cage work, the fiberglass. The fiberglass is actually shipping at the end of this week or beginning of next week, so that should be right on time. Hopefully none of these part-time UPS drivers or whoever is going to be delivering this thing, you know, with all the holiday stuff coming up, you know, they hire extra help, and most of the times people just don't care. So hopefully that it's packaged well enough that we don't unwrap our nice new fiberglass and it's all blasted to smithereens. That's my worst fear, honestly. This hearing that it's ready to ship is like, I really hope that it comes in one piece. But anyway, a lot of stuff gonna be coming, a lot of stuff gonna be rolling in. It's gonna be awesome. This next couple weeks should be just absolutely crazy. I am going to try and film anything and everything all the time. Just going over the whole entire thing. But anyway, to wrap up this video, Motivational Greg coming back at you. You know, getting started this afternoon was hard. It sucks with the cold, with it getting dark. It was really, really windy. Definitely dipped. It's now below 20s for sure. Again, not complaining. I'm sure most of you guys are in colder climates, but it stinks to try and get outside and work. It's hard to get motivated. Let's put it that way. So that's my point. My point is it's always the hardest trying to get started. Once you get started, once I was out here, once I was layered up, warmed up, got rolling, everything started going. But getting that ball rolling is always the hardest thing. So, you know, in life, you know, just you got to stop waiting and you got to start doing. That's pretty much what it comes down to. You got to take that leap of faith. Whatever you are waiting to do, the longer you wait, you'll be looking back and saying, why didn't I do this sooner? So get out there, get the ball rolling, get started, just do it. Just do it. You know, you got to just go with that saying, you know, just do it. Don't put it off till tomorrow, just get it done. And today was a perfect example. I really, you know, I could have easily just, no, not going outside, but we got it done. I'm happy. You should be doing the same. That's pretty much, that was my main point. But that is going to wrap up this video. I took my beanie inside. Dang it, I wanted to kind of just dangle it up here. The beanie that we have, the Wrenchworks beanies, I'm not really a big beanie guy. I really don't like the way I kind of look in it. I think it makes my face look a little funky with the ears and everything else, but it was extremely, I wouldn't say it's the heaviest beanie. I just want to mention that it's probably one of the least itchiest. I don't like wearing beanies also because it kind of itches my forehead and my skin, and it feels dry and scratchy. I surprisingly did not feel like I was about ready to rip it off my head when we came inside. So keep that in mind. It's very nice quality. Just like everything on Wrenchworks, I personally try and, you know, spend some time with the material. For those of you guys who have purchased stuff before, everyone comment down below if you have bought anything from Wrenchworks and the fit, finish, and quality is not one of the best t-shirts, sweatshirts that you have ever owned. So comment that down below. I'm fairly confident that a lot of people are gonna comment that this stuff is awesome. So anyway, guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys very, very, very soon. Got a lot of stuff planned for this weekend. I think me and Andy are gonna go do some tool shopping. And yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. See you guys tomorrow. See ya.